All right, all right, all right. That was Pro Sector, and if you haven't seen them before, that was Daywalker, by the way, band, London, Ontario band called Pro Sector. They just played in Hamilton last night, so if you did catch them, you know how great they are. Otherwise, you're going to have to check out their socials and go see them at a show somewhere in Southern Ontario, because that's where they've been hitting the road lately. Again, that is Pro Sector starting out our show. Welcome. I'm Unkle Rick from Metal Mondays and from Chronic Noise, actually, but we're here doing Metal Mondays as we usually do on Mondays. Welcome to Drew and Nate and my buddy Nick, as always. Yeah, so I mean, we're going to be playing songs off of the upcoming bangers that we got coming up with Falsifier and Raider, respectively, one on July 8th and then the next one on July 22nd. We've got a birthday song coming up, and we've got one or two new, like one new song by Aquila, and then a new to me band who I've just discovered, and I think they're awesome because I'm a stoner rock fan, with Old Time Moonshine. So anyway, welcome everybody. D-Walk's on. Hey. So, like I said, we're just rocking the show out as usual. This is going to be my final live Metal Mondays, and then I'm back to work next week. So there will be some content up. I'm not sure what we're going to put up yet, but we've got interviews and we've got songs and things that we want to promote. So we'll be putting something up for next Monday. And then I've got 2 weeks back on days, which I will be Mondaying, manning live, no problem. So, but yeah, next week we won't be live, and we'll be just putting some other stuff up. So this week is kind of the thing to nail the door shut, to let everybody know what's going on and what's been going on. So again, if you've just joined us, I'm Unkle Rick. We got Metal Mondays going. I'm from Chronic Noise, and helping me out is Nick Weaver, as usual, from Gain Media. So yeah, here we go. Right off the get-go, we've got a happy birthday to Chris Pacey. Chris Pacey is the bassist for Lutharo out of Hamilton. Those guys are going just full steam ahead. They've actually got a tour coming up in Spain, España. So, which is going to be really cool because they're a deserving band. I can tell you, it's nice to see a band that's normally playing local shows, and then all of a sudden they hook up with something bigger. That's always prideful, and it's always awesome as a fan to see it happen too. The other thing I want to point out is it's always cool when you see band members from local bands. For instance, Kyle Edsey from Invicta from Kitchener. He is shredding right now on the road with Heathen, which is an old thrash band that was around in the 80s and 90s when I was younger. And those guys are still out rocking it. And Kyle is playing, I believe, rhythm guitar for those guys and leaves for Europe again tomorrow. So kudos to Kyle. Just wanted to point that out. But and kudos to Chris Pacey. Happy birthday, Chris. You slapped the bass for Lutharo, and we appreciate you. So this is a cool Lutharo song. I'm going to put this one out to dedicate this to Rob Payton. I'm not sure if he's listening or not, but this is Eclipse by Lutharo.
Shadows rush like river fight.
Welcome, Brother Ron. That is legit my brother. I usually say, hey, brother, but this is my brother Ron. Welcome. Love you, bud. Krista Shipperbottom, the singer of Lutharo, oh my God, not only a beauty, but she has got a beauty of a voice too. She can scream, she can sing cleans, she's a pro. Hell and fuck yeah, that is Lutharo Eclipse. Check those guys' socials out. They're from Hamilton, Ontario. We've booked them a few years ago, pre-COVID. They were great. And like I said, Krista has an amazing voice. We played that song as a tribute to Chris Pacey, the bass player of Lutharo. Happy birthday, Chris. And welcome to another trip around the old sun. So like I said, there's a band called Old Time Moonshine I really like. I was just, looking through music, and I come across this stoner rock band. Well, they actually wrote to Chronic Noise. We checked them out, and I want to support them. I fucking love them. They are a form of metal. Dig it if you will. This is called Lycanthroposphere. Old Time Moonshine. You'll like this, Walk. Where did they say they were out of, Nick? I believe it was the GTA. I'm not sure exactly where around Toronto, but I'm pretty sure in their message, which you originally spoke to, I think they were from the Toronto area, if I'm not mistaken. But I'm really digging their stoner rock sound. Yeah, it does have a White Zombie feel. It's almost got like a Caius or I don't know. Yeah, it's got some good old shit. You know what I could hear? I could hear these guys playing alongside a Wakeless at a show. Wouldn't that be fucking sweet? Introducing Old Time Moonshine in direct support of Wakeless. That'd be fucking sweet. I'm just busting your balls there, Walk. I know, Sitch. Okay, holy fuck and wow. I love those guys. Old Time Moonshine. You want to go and check out their stuff? I've already been privy to a brand new song of theirs, but they want me to hold off because they've got a lyric video being made for it. I agree. They've got a couple albums out on Spotify and on all the other socials. Please check those guys out. Old Time Moonshine. We haven't done anything with them. They haven't done anything with us. But when I find a band that I like, I tell it. I tell it like it is. Anyway, and as Nick said, he's posted their Facebook page on there, and anything in the yellow in the comments there, that's Nick posting, letting you know the band names, letting you know what's going on up and coming, where you can get tickets, what the shows are. Yeah, so doing the best we can for you kids. Up next, brand spanking new Aquila. I don't know if you know Aquila or not. They used to play, they're from Windsor. They used to come down and play chronic shows all the time with Odium and Misguided Aggression back in the good old days where life was fucking simple and everything was okie dokie. But, yeah, it never was. It was just all swept under the rug. Anyway, Aquila, A City Risen. Hey, I'll take some Reciprolog, no fucking problem. And then we toss a little bit of Old Time Moonshine in there. Mark's still got a hell of a fucking voice. my God. Scruff. How are you doing, Albert? Fuck, it's been a long time. Thank you for joining in and just saying hello, man. Fuck yeah. That's one of, and I don't mean this in a bad way, brother. I mean this in the best way ever. Albert Ryan Scrabba is probably one of my fucking coolest older friends. Like, imagine how cool you guys think I am. He's that cool to me. Welcome, Scruff. Okay, so as Nick has just said in the comments, like we've been playing, we played Aquila, we played Old Time Moonshine, we've been playing bands like Us Alike and Eaten by Sharks and all of these bands. And it's like, you ever hear the saying, only so many hours in a day? There's only so many shows in a month that we can do with the pool of people that come out in each individual little town. You all know that, right, from your own little areas. And Guelph is no different. So we can't plan to have 5 shows in 1 month and book 20 bands. We're going to end up booking 1 or 2 of the bands, and the following month 1 or 2 of the bands. And if people can just hold off and hang in with Nick and I, with Gain Media and Chronic, we'll do all we can. I mean, I don't know if you've noticed or not, but we're like a dog with a fucking bone. For 3 years we've been doing Metal Mondays. Nobody's asked us, nobody's paid us, nobody's fucking, everybody benefits from it. And you cool kids that are coming in and watching it with me and participating, I love you for it. But what really is going on, Recipolog, all of these bands, what the real thing is about is that we want to have bands come in and play live, and that's the whole thing of it. I mean, Metal Mondays, everything else be damned. It's the live shows, and whether we're doing it at Onyx or whether you're doing it in your fucking neighbor's backfield, live shows are where it's at. So all of these bands, you check them out. If you like what you're hearing, then you take a chance and go see them live somewhere. And if we can help it, if we can do anything about it, those bands will be live in Guelph. It just may not be right away. So if a band, for example, Old Time Moonshine, for example, asks for a Guelph show, we say, hey, hang on, we can't do anything until maybe fall or winter. I mean, if they play a show in Guelph before that without us, that's, whatever, fine, that's cool, whatever. Not cool, but I mean, whatever. But don't come to us for a show after that, because we're honestly trying to build a team where we can literally fucking boost each band up. Every band that I play on this show, I want to get 100% behind, and so does Nick. So that's, you got our word. Our word is gold, is born, and as far as I'm concerned, that's what it's all about, is supporting each other. So if you guys can wait for us, then we'll fucking do all we can for you. In the meantime, we throw some Metal Mondays out there, have a little bit of fun skis. The next show we got coming up is this fucking Friday, actually. This Friday, Onyx, Guelph, 12 Wyndham Street. That's the upstairs place. It's right around the corner from Frankenstein's. We got Falsifier. Where are we? There we are. Falsifiers playing. I love those fucking guys. They're on tour with Born Anew and Salt Wound, which will be playing tonight. And opening that show is these guys, Living Patterns. They used to be Destroy the Prophet, played many Chronic shows, played many Guelph shows, London shows, Hamilton shows. Now they're back to Guelph. Living Patterns, Summit.
Let's go.
like Nick just said, in Gain Media, all shows and advance tickets can be found at the website, which is gainmedia.ca, or if you're on Facebook, Gain Media, you know what it is. Like if you're just on the internet and you're Googling, it's www.gainmedia.com or .ca, and you'll get tickets for anything. You'll find out what's coming up and what you can, how much the shows are, and advanced and at the door, and who's going to be on the bill, and all those fun details. So right now, like I said, opening this Friday's show is Living Patterns that we're listening to right now. I'd say that's because they're dicks, but they're not. They're letting us do our thing. I much appreciate you, Mr. YouTube. Oakley fucking Dokley. Yeah, man. That was Living Patterns, and every time I go to say their name, I always think of Destroy the Prophets, because that's what, or Destroy the Prophet, because that's what they used to be. And now when I have to say Living Patterns, I always look, and it's like living. What was it? But anyway, I always play Canadian metal on here, and that's cool. I love it. I'm proud of it. I don't. There's nothing better. But there are two bands coming from the States this weekend, this Friday night, on the Falsifier Living Patterns show, and those bands are Salt Wound and Born Anew. We had Born Anew over at District, and they're fucking killer, and their new stuff is great. So I'm playing something new from both Salt Wound and Born Anew. You can come and support these guys while they're on tour with Falsifier this Friday night at District. Tickets at Gain Media. And this is Drowning by Salt Wound. Watch it, it's heavy. So fucking heavy. God damn, that U.S. metal is fucking heavy. Anyway, next we got more. Born Anew. That's another band that's coming with Falsifier, and we'll be playing with Living Patterns. Born Anew, Face in the Corner.
Narcotic way to help me ease my pain. Always too good to be true. My world too goddamn thin. They wanna see from the outside in. Masochistic ways without violating pain. Settle me down. My weakness finds me. Can't revive the past. Nostalgia, give me your way. Let the truth be buried with you. Fuck being your fault. Let the truth be buried with you. I face the fucking face. These demons in my head, they want me dead. Distracted by the chest.
My Lanta. Woo. Okay, can't wait. I love watching. The thing y'all don't maybe realize, and maybe I'm making a bigger deal of it than it is, but if you were to be from a promoter's eyes and you're looking and you see bands in this area that have, 900 people that like their page, or 1,200 people, or 2,500 or whatever, these bands, not to say they're anything special or better than our Canadian bands, but Salt Wound that's coming and A Born Anew, both have like 25K, 40K people following them. And again, I hate the whole fucking influencer bullshit and numbers and whatever, but I mean, they didn't get that from just playing a handful of shows. So I guess what I'm saying is that there are a couple of really great bands in the genre of that down tune that Falsifier does, that fucking just drop. I don't even know what fucking key it is, but just so fucking, and the pace, the beats just drop so slow. Anyway, enough said. We got a show this Friday night. Falsifier, Born Anew, Salt Wound, both from the States. And opening for everybody is Living Patterns, X Destroy the Prophets, and those guys are fucking great. We love them. So that's this Friday night. Come and get tickets at the door, or do Gain Media. Obviously, that's going to be better. There's no extra charges. You just get the ticket. The price is the price. So with that said, we're going to do a little Falsifier. They did a split EP with Victims, and this is a Victims song, Misery Blooms. Check out Falsifier covering it. It's fucking dope.
Everyone don't take a step. When I broke corners of my eyes, controls of similar things. Watch me fucking snap. And
Good evening, Ken. Us Alike in the house. We haven't played any Us Alike tonight. We've got a couple shows we're throwing bands in from, so we won't be getting at that tonight. We will be doing a Rick's React from an Us Alike song coming up soon. And yeah, but I know that Ken's going to be playing this fucking show in the Niagara area in St. Catharines, so check that out. I believe they're the Thursday night. I could be wrong on that. Maybe they're the Saturday night. Yeah, that was Misery Blooms by Falsifier, and like I said, one of my favorite bands, especially one of my favorite heavy bands. I mean, in when I say favorite, I've got a favorite prog band, a favorite this, a favorite that. So one of my favorite bands, Falsifier, and that's going to be a great show this Friday night. With that said, yeah, July 9th is when Ken's band Us Alike is playing. They'll be opening, or maybe not even opening, maybe second slot, but whatever, for Falsifier, Salt Wound, and Born Anew. So that's going to be great. I believe, Among Legends, is it? Is the other band. Anyway, I'm probably wrong on shit because, like, you know, I only got so much capacity in this fucking thing. In my hard drive. Up next after that, we've got a show on July 22nd that Raider is headlining. Raider is some fucking cool. We just saw most of those guys out at the Unbowed show the other night, and they'll be back July 22nd headlining a show with, we'll get to that in a second. Well, I might as well tell you now, Tortured Saint, Atria, My Hollow. That's going to be a wicked show July 22nd. This is Raider, Urge to Kill. So like I say, if you're in St. Catharines in the Niagara region, July 9th, get out there and fucking hear that fucking same show you're going to hear July 8th in Guelph. It's all good. Raider. Much appreciated, Room 12. We're only doing this because of y'all, and I love fucking metal, so if I can play bands, your bands, his bands, their bands, and show everybody what dope fucking music we have in Canada, or what shows we got going on, then that's what we aims to do. Yes, sir. That was Urge to Kill by Raider. That they're going to play July 22nd. Another band, and these guys are all on tour: Tortured Saint, Atria, and My Hollow, the next 3 songs. So these bands will be touring, and Raider is going to cap off the show, headline, whatever you want to call it. They're our local dudes, and they're fucking awesome from Kitchener. So that's July 22nd. Get your tickets, Gain Media. And this is Tortured Saint, Goliath. I like that. Yeah, I don't know a lot about Tortured Saint, but I do know that their bass player, Goran, he was in a band called Matter in the Medium back in my London days when I was doing shows at the now burnt down Embassy or at Pandemic or even downstairs at the London Lounge at the Music Hall. Anyway, Tortured Saint, now Goran is bass playing in that band, obviously, and I can't wait to see him on the 22nd. Don't know much else about the band other than I believe they're from possibly Windsor area, but yeah, man, that was Tortured Saint playing on the 22nd of July at Onyx in Guelph. Again, also and the whole thing was hooked up by Tom calling me, Tom of Atria. He is the vocalist of Odium, the vocalist in The Blend, in the Scathe, another band that you could check out that's like Perfect Circle or Tool. Anyway, check out these guys. Whoops, sorry. I fucked that up. I just started playing the song that I just played because my finger hit the wrong button. But check out Tom's band, current band, Atria. They are demons. This is off their last album, Someone With Me. They're playing July 22nd in Guelph. I should know excuse me, thought I was going to choke there. Steph, you guys are doing great stuff over at Ryefield Studios, and I know that you're a lot of the behind the scenes, so killer work to you. as well. Okie dokie. Vultures by My Hollow. Also July 22nd with that whole last group. My Hollow. Vultures. It's the second last song of the night. Thank you everybody for stepping in with us. Unkle Rick. Chronic Noise. Game Media. Putting it to you. Through the night, we have played basically two shows worth of bands. If you check out the last two comments by Chronic Noise Promotions, you will see where and when to get tickets for what show. Yeah, if you can see you out there, it really supports the band and it makes for a lot of fucking fun at the shows. So, yeah, continue with My Hollow. Hopefully to see you at a show July 8th this weekend, or July 22nd, 3 weekends from now. One more song after this. Jer, the lifetime Chronic supporter. and supporter of music in general. I just figure I brought it. I laid it down. You picked it up, and now you got your fucking awesome band Locateur. Kudos for that fucking show at Game Fest on June 17th. It was fucking rad. Anyway, dude, back to this show. My Hollow. One more song after this. Okay, like I said, My Hollow, they'll be playing with Atria, Tortured Saint, and Raider on July 22nd. And then this Friday night, we have a falsifier with great local support, Living Patterns, and they've brought along two bands from the States, Salt Wound and Born Anew. So tickets for all of that can be found at Gain Media, and y'all are welcome to come and see us and fucking throw down with a great party. Last song of the night is by a band that I hear is kind of back, like fucking Backstreet's back, but these guys are doing a slew of shows, and we're working on Guelph as well, so check one of my favorite songs out. Yeah, that's good, eh, bro? Guest vocals, Adam Lampert, Farewell to Freeway. That's old, Drew. Off the first EP, Hexaton. What can I say, right? Like, once in a while, a gem falls out of the fucking tree and you hold it in your hand and you realize you got something special, and that's Mandroid Echo Star. They are back for a handful of shows, and I don't have to say what I'm thinking, but I will. You can only hope that they're out for a little few more after that and give us some more of that old droid that we've grown accustomed to. They were Juno winners 4 or 5 years ago or 6 years ago. And I mean, time flies and players only love you when you're playing and all that stuff. But if they're coming back, I believe they're going to sell tickets. So anyway, guys, that was a great week. I appreciate you guys coming out to the show as usual. It's always fucking awesome. And the best thing about it is that we're spreading the good word of Canadian metal and local stuff too, right? So that's the most important thing. I appreciate everybody coming out as they do. It's, blah, 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 because live shows is what really matters, but I get the impression Nick and I are talking. Thank you, Albert, for coming out. Everybody, thank you for coming out. We just feel that if we're out here playing songs from current metal that's out there and at shows in London and Windsor and Niagara and Guelph and Woodstock and Brantford, then that's helping everybody get their fill of what's, it's supporting bands, and it's giving you a place to go and scream your guts out. So, again, thank you, Unkle Rick from Metal Mondays, Chronic Noise, on behalf of Gain Media, Onyx Nightclub, and the Walk Show, and all those great things. Music lives in Guelph. Peace until next week. I will not be live. The following couple weeks I will. Next week I'll make a little post, and we'll have some stuff up for you. It's probably going to be snippets of this and that, and who fucking knows, right? Anyway, take care, guys. Peace. It's a silent excellent. Boom. We're gone. Bye.